Hi friends, today we will learn about different events in SAP ABAP and their sequence. So the very first event when any program gets executed, that is the load of program. This is the very first event which is triggered. After that, the initialization event gets triggered. This is used to initialize the variable. Here if you want to give some variable value, that you can assign over here. Okay, at selection screen output, this event after initialization at selection screen output events get triggered. Here a screen modification, like if you want to do some modification in a screen parameter, if you want to enable or disable some parameter or some select option based upon some radio button, that you can do under this add selection screen output. So dynamic selection screen, to achieve the dynamic selection screen, we generally use this event. Okay, initialization, this is to initialize, this is to initialize the variable or constant value, anything like that. This initialization is used. And the load of program, this is used to load the session of the program, something like that. Okay, at selection screen, this at selection screen event, this events gets used to validate the value at the selection screen. It is to validate the value at selection screen. Okay, and at selection screen on value request, suppose on any parameter fields, for some particular parameter fields, if you want to give some search help kind of value, if you want to populate, then at selection screen on value request, this you can do, means search help kind of requirement can be achieved from here. Search help, okay, on any parameter field, okay, or select option field, any kind of field we can do over here. Okay, so for example, like if you want to give something like from your selection screen, if you want to give the location from where you want to upload some file, so under this event for that particular parameter, at selection screen on value request, actually here it comes like this, at selection screen on value request for, and here some parameter or selection screen. For example, you can give some file name. Suppose if you want to upload from desktop, that can be given over here. Then start of selection, under start of selection, any business logic can be written over there. Any business logic, if else, select query, any open SQL, okay, such kind of operation can be performed under start of selection. After that, you have to display the output of that particular program. Then you can use this end of selection. Okay, you can use this end of selection, though it has been obsolete now. This has been obsolete now. The reason behind, once you uh, start the right statement, automatically the end of selection gets triggered. Okay, now this top of page, on the top of page, like once your right statement, whenever you give any right statement, so whenever your program uh, uh, find any right statement, then it starts, it starts triggering the top of page event. Okay, so the very first right statement, wherever it confront your program finds, then top of page event gets triggered, and at the end of selection event, end of page gets triggered. So top of page mainly to give if you want to give header on each page, for header write the to display the header, to display the header on each page, this top of page gets huge, and to display like the page number or something like that on each page, to display the page number, okay, and subtotal on each page, this end of page is used. Okay, so these are the basic report event, and after that interactive report events. Under the interactive report events, the very first event at line selection. Once your basic report gives the output, if you are able to see the various records on your output screen, and suppose if you want to get some extra information of some particular record, and if you're going to click over there, so that event gets captured under this at line selection. Okay, and if you want to if you want to handle some particular event like double click or something like that, so if user is double clicking on any particular record of the output or whatever at selection screen also, if you are just double clicking over there, so to capture that event, add user command is used. And then top of page during line selection, this is the interactive for showing the like secondary report or tertiary report, or on the different, like after one after the first click on the basic report, you are going to get some another screen, and again if you are going to click on that screen, you are again going to get some another third screen, like that fourth screen, fifth screen, like that. So every time if you want to use the top of page, then you have to use this top of page during line selection, and similarly for end of page, you have to use end of page during line selection. Of course, for you have to use like sci LIC IND system variable to to display on the particular screen. Okay, that we will see in some different class. Okay, so for today's session, for today's video, we will stop here itself. Thank you very much for watching this.